Part 2. Understanding longer conversations. Directions. In this part, you will hear longer conversations between two speakers. At the end of each conversation, a third person will ask several questions about what has been said. Read the 4 possible choices in your test booklet and choose the correct answer. For example, you will hear,
You know, measured by body count, the avian flu that scared Hong Kong in 1997 did not come close to the Spanish flu of 1918 that took 20 million lives.
Really? With this Hong Kong flu, only 6 people succumbed to the strength of it, thanks to the 1.4 million chickens that were killed to make the world safe.
I also heard that after a series of false starts, Hong Kong authorities launched a foul cull on December 28, 1997.
Yes, and officials vowed to get the job done in 3 days.
They almost failed because on January 4th, chickens were still running around, breaking free from garbage bags and becoming wild dog food.
Still, the drastic measures stopped the outbreak, and in December, the WHO credited Hong Kong for saving the planet from an influenza pandemic.
Imagine how many people could have died if the authorities had not acted quickly.
Question 1. What are the speakers talking about? You will read A. Spanish flu, B. Hong Kong flu, C. WHO, D. Hong Kong authorities. Since the correct answer is B, blacken the letter B on your answer sheet. Look at the example. Question 2. How many people died from the avian flu? You will read A. 20 million, B. 60, C. 20, D. 6. Since the correct answer is D, blacken the letter D on your answer sheet. Look at the example. Now, let's begin part 2. Questions 31 to 34. Listen to a conversation on a college campus.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a Lincoln Memorial Ballroom.
Lincoln Memorial Ballroom. I'm not sure I've heard about it before.
Well, according to the invitation, the seminar on ergonomic furniture and the impact on your overall health is held there. Unfortunately, I've lost the attached map.
Ah, I see. What you mean is Lincoln Hall. At least that's the nickname that everyone is familiar with.
Can you show me how to get there then?
Sure. Follow this road until you come to a roundabout with a fountain in the center. Take the second left turn past an ATM center. Go straight ahead and...
Wait a minute. Let me see if I get this right. To a roundabout, then turn left.
No, take the second turn.
All right, and straight ahead.
You've got that right. Next, you'll find an intersection. Just cross the intersection and you'll see the ballroom right after the gym on your right. You'll spot the building easily. There's a big statue of Lincoln in front of it.
Okay, thanks. I get you.
I hope you can find it and enjoy the seminar. They always invite great speakers, and the topic is particularly interesting this time.
Well, the very reason why I'm going is because I'm taking a class by the main speaker. His class is fascinating. That's why I want to listen to his lecture outside the classroom.
Number 31. Why was the woman confused when the man asked for direction? Number 32. According to the woman, what is directly in front of the hall? Number 33. What can be inferred from the conversation about the man? Number 34. What is the woman's attitude toward the man? Questions 35 to 38. Listen to a conversation in a geology class.
Professor Robertson, I'd like to ask a question. You said in the last session that, according to Wegener, continents which are separated now may have been joined together in the past. Is that right?
Yes, Mike. That's what Wegener said, and most scientists agree with him.
Then does that mean the present continents continue changing?
Well, let's think about it. Do you remember why the continents drifted?
I think in the last session you said that it's the Earth's lithospheric plates that actually move, and the movement of plates has caused the repeated formation and breakup of continents.
You got that right. And what are the driving mechanisms behind this movement?
The driving forces are related to mantle dynamic and gravity.
Yes. The loss of heat from the mantle is thought to be the original source of driving energy. But the strongest driving plate motion is gravitational forces that cause subduction, or the sinking of tectonic plates at convergent boundaries as the plates meet up.
But what about the other boundaries?
On transform boundaries, the plates grind past each other. On divergent boundaries, two plates slide apart from each other. And don't forget, there are also plate boundary zones where the effects of the interacting plates are unclear and the boundaries of the plates are not well defined.
So you're saying that it's possible to know for sure which continents would split?
Well, I don't want to say for sure, Mike, but we do know that earthquakes, volcanic activity, mountain building, and oceanic trench formation occur along these plate boundaries. Plus, the lateral relative movement of the plates typically varies from 40 to 100 millimeters per year. So I think for the foreseeable future, we might be able to predict the plates' movement on the plate boundary zones.
Number 35. What had Professor Robertson been talking about when Mike asked her a question? Number 36. According to Professor Robertson, which part of the Earth undergoes movements? Number 37. If the lateral movement of plates occurred at the same rate of 100 millimeters per year, what would happen? Number 38. How does Professor Robertson characterize the probability of predicting the location of the continent split